Our Mediterranean cruise has taken a sudden turn, as it seems the boat has sailed right into a massive storm. For what seemed like days, U-559 was battered by wave after wave and 22 plus knot winds. On the night of November 15th, the storm started to let up, however, and the rain finally stopped. The winds were down to only 11 knots and the waters were calm. Once the squall dissipated, it did not take long for our hydrophone operator to pick up a lone ship, heading northeast and relatively close. It would not be difficult for U-559 to chase down the lone vessel. Full speed was ordered, and U-559 was on the hunt once again. With no ammunition for our 88mm deck gun, we will have to utilize our torpedoes for the upcoming attack. Hello everybody, Wolf back here, and welcome back aboard U-559 as we continue our patrol in the Mediterranean. Our boat has encountered a lone freighter by the looks of things. We have picked it up on hydrophone about 15 minutes ago, and we are currently tracking it. We can see she is only around 14 kilometers away from us at this point. We took this reading at 5:47 in the morning. It is currently 6 o'clock. And additionally, we can actually see its smoke on the horizon and its mast just peeking over the horizon there. It certainly looks like a freighter to me. Yeah, that's definitely freighter-esque. Does not look like a warship, thankfully. We are going through the motions of preparing all of our torpedoes for a underwater attack. Unfortunately, we have no deck gun ammunition available that I know of. Let's double check that. I'm pretty sure we are more or less out. Let's go to the deck gun. Yeah, we have 4 rounds of high explosive ammunition, so that is not going to do too much here. We are definitely going to utilize our torpedoes. We are heading full speed at 14 knots. There was a pretty brutal storm the past couple of days, and obviously the storm has let up, and now it's just clear skies and quite a beautiful sunrise. The graphics and atmosphere in this game look fantastic. We are going to try to overtake the target. I do want to get ourselves into a position where we can fire at a 90-degree angle. And yeah, that is the current situation. We have almost completed our task of traveling 2,500 kilometers inside of our patrol area. Once we have completed this, we will probably head back to La Spezia, because let me check our, can I actually see? Let's see, let's go to our bow torpedo room. I am curious how many torpedoes we have left. So we have all 4 in the tubes, and then we have 3 in reserves. And I believe we have at least 1 of our stern torpedoes. Let's do a quick check here. Yep, just 1 G7A torpedo in tube number 5. Let's turn on our pump. Looks like we had a little bit of water in the bilge. Other than that, all of our crew looks hunky-dory. We can actually go through and customize. It looks like Wolfgang here can level up. Let's go ahead and do that. And looks like he is level 2. Let's see. Let's give him a skill. And I think I already know what skill I want. Wolfgang does not really use the deck gun, so the gunner qualification is probably not going to be in our best interest. This one is good though, supporter. When stress on board rises to 100%, for the first time during an assignment, the presence of this officer adds courage to the rest of the crew. I mean, that's a good one, but I think we're going to do this one. The officer traces enemy ships by Uzo and periscopes 25% faster. The periscope is additionally stabilized in manual mode. So let's go ahead and grab that real quick. And there we go. Wolfgang has a little qualification. He's the first officer to level up on our boat. Perfect. Got that out of the way. Now let's continue the hunt. It has been about an hour and we have overtaken our friend. You can see the sun has risen as well. Let's take a look here, and here is the transport. It's nice and close. We can actually send a report. Let's get you, my friend, on the radio. Let's shoot that off to BDU and prepare to dive here. You can see the smoke on the horizon way out there. Let's check. Where is it? Here she is. And wow, okay, that is a large ship. That actually looks like a tanker. That is quite the prize. What the heck was that noise? I have no idea what that noise was. Okay, let's bring up the recognition manual and take a look. UK, civilian ship, obviously. I can't make out the flags. They look red, though. I'm going to assume it is a British vessel. Dale class, war class, no, the funnel. So it's one of these two. I think it may be this one here. It looks like we have 2 king posts. King post structure, king post funnel. Yep, that is her. Perfect. How many tons? 10,000 tonner. Wow, quite the prize, that's for sure. Let's make sure all of our torpedoes are prepped and ready to rock and roll. Looks like they need maintenance performed. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what we currently have. G7As all around. Perfect. Perfect, that should be good. And let's start cutting in here. Adjust our course slightly. I'll try to get her speed. It doesn't look like she's moving too quickly. We'll try to get a good speed reading here in a moment. Additionally, let's assign 2 additional sailors to perform torpedo maintenance. And we are only making 10 knots now. Okay. You need to wake up and get on the diesels, please. And we are going to cut in here. Can cut in a little more aggressively, I think. And actually, I think we could submerge the boat. We are good. Reduce speed. Dive to periscope depth, please. Yeah, we are in a good position. She's going to come right in front of us. Just continue chugging along. Okay, good, good, good. All right, you perform maintenance on tube number 2, please. Thank you.
Wechseln auf E-Motor.
The boat is submerged and the enemy oiler is closing in. Let's go to the attack scope and raise it a bit. Let's try to find where our friend is. There she is. Hello. Let's go ahead and lock the target. There we go. Target is locked. And identify it. Recognize it as such. Perfect. Let's see. The length of the ship is 136 meters. And it looks like she is unarmed. No deck guns or anything like that. Well, that's irrelevant for the most part. Mainly because we are using torpedoes this time. Let's make sure everyone perform maintenance on number 3. We are down to 3 knots, just moving nice and slowly. The alarm has been raised as well. Let's rig for blue, mainly because it looks pretty darn cool. There we go. All right, hello, my friend. We are proceeding to get closer and closer to the target here. I want to try and get an accurate speed reading. Let's come left a bit. We have increased our speed ever so slightly to try to close this gap and get closer to ensure our torpedoes hit. And is she turning? No, she is sailing on a steady course. It looked like she was turning for a moment. Okay. Let's raise our periscope a little bit. And we are going to wait for the target to cross 0. As a matter of fact, we can turn a little bit more. Come left slightly more. And... okay, rudder midships. There we go. And we shall lay and wait before starting the timer. The ship's length is 136 meters, so we will use that value. And she actually does look like is moving pretty quickly. All right, let's start the timer now. Okay, timing. AOB is like a 45-degree angle to starboard currently. We will obviously adjust that. All right, 136. And we will divide that factor or that value by whatever we get here, let's raise our scope a little bit. The waves are overlapping. And okay, passing 30 seconds. And stop. 136 divided by, we'll go 32 seconds. Multiply that by 2, 8.5 knots. Okay, come right full rudder.
Legen Sie den Kurs.
And adjust our course. There we go. Come back around and set ourselves up. Lock on target. Actually, we don't need to lock. Let's pull this up. Or pull up our TDC here. Okay. And we will actually rig for normal lighting so we can see the TDC a little better. We are going to set our torpedo speed to 40 knots. Ship speed, we will go 9 knots. Angle on bow currently, I said 45, 50 degrees starboard. Bow torpedoes will be fired. We are probably going to shoot multiple torpedoes here. And we are following. Good, good, good. Perfect. That should be sufficient. Now we really just need to lay and wait. I'll probably get another speed reading here once we get a little bit closer. 8.5 knots, huh? Does the recognition manual tell us the top speeds? Top speed of this ship is 11 knots, so that's believable then. We are rapidly going to perform maintenance on tube number 3, please. Tube number 3. Looks like tube 2 is still okay. Alright. Up scope. It's about time we fire here. Oh, goodness. Okay. Reduce speed. I'll stop. Let's take a look at our friend here. Angle on bow. 60 degrees starboard. Range the target, we'll put in 1 kilometer. Bow torpedo, speed 9 knots. Okay, what's our current speed? 2 knots. Let's get another speed reading. And pull this bad boy back up. Oh! There we go. And start. She is moving pretty quickly. Let's lower our scope a wee bit here. We are quite close. Length is really 136. Yeah, wow. Okay, raise. Oh yeah, it looks like our first speed reading was more or less accurate. Alright, 30. Stop. Okay, we'll do 32 seconds again. 8.5 knots. Alright, so be it. With all of our values set, we can probably adjust the range here. Let's lock the target. Let's try to get her range real quick. Set. Yeah, just over 1 kilometer. She'll probably be closer to 1 kilometer by the time we are ready to fire. Let's see what angle we need to fire at. There we go. Okay, so when our friend passes 350, we will fire our fish. Let's check on the maintenance process. Okay. Perform maintenance on tube number 2, please. If I can fire 3 fish, that would be ideal. Gotta make sure this thing goes down. We'll fire a spread of 3. Let's get rid of this. See how long is it going to take them to perform maintenance on that torpedo. Hopefully not too long. How close is she to 350? Yeah, we have a little ways. If not, we'll just fire 2, cripple her. Come on, boys. You can do it. I believe in you. We could always fire tube 4 without performing maintenance on it. Obviously, the issue with that is it would has a higher chance of being a dud. Feel like we have to perform maintenance a little too often. Regardless, that's fine. Everything is looking good though. I am pretty confident in the solution. The target is closing. Okay. Let's triple check everything. Bow torpedoes. Let's check AOB. AOB is looking good. It's looking good. Let's go 80 degrees starboard. Okay, open up our panel. Flood tube 3, tube 1. All right, flood tube 1, whatever. All right, speed 40 knots. Dispersion. Use that. Dispersion 4 degrees. Actually, you know what? Dispersion 1.2. Flood tube 3. Tube 3's ready. Let's adjust. All right. Tubes 1 through 3. Lifts. 1. 2. And 3. 3 away. There we go. All right, 3 fish away, heading hot straight normal towards the target. Speed 40 knots on all fish, leaving that nice torpedo wake there. Hopefully they end up hitting. Here we go, the moment of truth. They're a little aft of where I'd like, but that's okay. 1 hit. There we go. 2. And it looks like the 3rd will miss thanks to that spread. Oh my gosh. It looks like 2 was enough though. Massive explosions. And she is on fire everywhere. That 3rd fish did go aft because of the spread. That's okay. I should have aimed towards the bow with the spread. That would have been on a 3rd hit. But regardless, it seems like the 3rd fish was unnecessary as the men are manning the life rafts. The alarms are going. Wow, secondary explosions all over the place. Absolutely brutal. She is going down. That's a 10,000 tonner sent down to the bottom. There we go. With that ship sunk, it is time to surface the boat. Surface. Additionally, let's get you on the radio. Tube 1 is loaded. And we should have, let's leave that view, a full salvo of 4 bow torpedoes left. There are 6 interactions nearby. I'm going to see if anyone of note is available to pick up. And is there any supply we can grab? Oh, it looks like a lot of lifeboats. Some oil barrels or something there. There are a lot of lifeboats. A lot of crew members managed to get off that, even though those explosions look pretty catastrophic. Let's close in on the lifeboats. Yeah, that tanker is not a place I would want to be on, that's for sure. All right, let's close in on the lifeboats here. Say hello, throw them supply, and give them a map. Hopefully they were... We want to get out of here pretty quickly, though. We're moving way too fast. I'll stop. And we do not want to prefer electric motors. There we go. Interact. 4 survivors. Give them supply. Here's some bread. Oh, sausages? Actually, you know what? Fine. You can have the sausages. You're welcome. We'll do this to every lifeboat. It looks like a bunch of just regular sailors. We'll give them some supply. And get some bread. Transfer the bread. You're welcome. 4. And just a bunch of regular sailors. You know the drill. You know what? You can have some cheese because we have loads of cheese on board. What is this, a French sub? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah, no one of note there to take on board, but we will give them supply. Boost our reputation because we're just a bunch of good guys out here. Lifeboat number 2. Oh, there's someone. Nope, actually, there's no one on that. We really only want to take the captains. I don't want a bunch of prisoners on board, unless they are, you know, worthy, and we can get a good amount of renown from them. And I accidentally left the menu. Okay. Gosh dang it! No. Okay. Lifeboat 1, give them supply. Alright, you can have our last bread. We can just give them replacement parts. Give them a first aid kit, I guess. Alright, let's get out of here. All ahead standard. Time to get out of the area.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten
And we
setzen.
shot that message off the BDU. Okay, good. We are going to continue sailing towards Gibraltar, and we will see what else we can come across here. Well, 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 what do we have here? It is 11:53 and we have a lone contact after doing a little hydrophone check. Here we go, propeller noises. Let's go ahead and mark its position and try to get an estimated course here.
Schneller, schneller!
And I keep pressing that. I do not want to do that. Let's increase time compression a little bit. And yeah, this ship looks like it's just heading 090. Let's mark it down and plot it here. And it is coming right across our path. How perfect is that? We are 7 kilometers away from her track. Let's reduce speed a little bit, and we need to go through and make sure we are performing maintenance on all of our torpedoes. Let's get our torpedoes ready to rock and roll. Another underwater attack. Conditions on the surface are quite nice. Let's come up to periscope depth now
Auf Zero-Tiefe gehen.
and take a look. Air quality is pretty poor. It'll fully be depleted in 2.5 hours. Should not be much of an issue. Also, our battery capacity is pretty low. We've been underwater for quite some time. I've been staying submerged as we get closer and closer to Gibraltar. I mean, there is a RAF airfield right here. I'm kind of surprised we've been getting away with operating this close to Gibraltar without encountering any enemy aircraft or warships at this point. It's been pretty smooth sailing, which has been nice. Of course, we do not know. This very well could be a warship. We are nice and close to the target. Let's raise our scope and take a look, see if I can see her smoke on the horizon just yet. Obviously, it's not going to be to our starboard side. She'll be there. She is. Okay, yep, definitely a freighter. We need to make this quick, though, because our air quality is pretty poor. We have 1 hour and 30 minutes here. I could come up real quick. You know what? Let's do that. Decks awash, please. Decks awash. So we can, you know, ventilate the boat, get some fresh air in here. Real quick, please. Let's increase speed. She's still way out there. We can definitely do this and be a-okay. There we go. Air quality went up. Come on, get the boat up. You can do it. Additionally, let's make sure torpedoes
Bestätigt.
are being maintained. You know what? Just flat out surface. Surface the boat.
Anblasen.
We'll have to recharge our compressed air, but that's okay. Sure, everything is going well. Let's check our bow torpedoes. Yeah, they all need to be preheated. Okay, yep, low air reserves. I know. Come on. Takes them a while to get the boat up on the surface. There we go. Air quality is improving rapidly. Let's recharge. Turn on the diesel compressor real quick, please. Wolfgang's going to the bridge. Let's take a look at our friend. Try to identify it real quick. Single stack. It is quite large. It is not a tanker. Looks like a cargo ship. Freighter. Empire Bell here. Looks like mast. No, I don't think it's an Empire Bell. Possibly an Empire Tower. Empire Explorer. 5,000 tons. Oh, this is definitely her. We have a single mast coming up right before the funnel. This is her. Length of the target is 123 meters. That is the factor we want to get speed. Her top speed, though, is 10 knots, so she's probably chugging around at 7 to 8 knots. Okay, air quality is good. Compressed air is coming up, down to up to 75, 76%. Let's recharge that before submerging once again. Let's get 2 additional sailors on here as well. There we go. Thank you. Ship spotted. Get on the radio. We'll send that message off to BDU. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It looks like the vessel is unarmed, which is good, and we're already in position for a rather good torpedo attack. Let's see, what do we have in these tubes? It looks like, oh wow, a couple of G7E T2 torpedoes here. Okay, in that case, perform maintenance on number 2. No, on number 1. We'll fire 2 G7A torpedoes. Perform maintenance on tube 3, please. Yeah, they're taking out... Oh, no, they're doing tube 2 and then tube 3. Perfect. That'll be good. Got them queued up. And everything is looking good. Compressed air is to 87%. That should be sufficient. Down to periscope depth, please. Get under, get under, get under. We are pretty close to the target's track. Let's see how far. 2 kilometers away. We should be able to close in relatively easily. Establish speed and blow this thing out of the water. Things are looking pretty good here. We are reversing the boat, however, because I do think we are getting a tad too close. We're moving backwards at 2 knots. Let's reverse a bit. And we will wait for her to get a tad closer so we can try to get a decent speed reading here. And this should be sufficient. We are now probably around a kilometer away. All right, let's start moving forward and take a look here. Up scope. One thing I want to do, perform maintenance on tube 2, please. Yeah, tube 2. There we go. Up scope. Where is she? There she is. Okay, perfect. He is not moving very quickly here. We're moving at a speed of 2 knots. Come left a bit. Get our stopwatch out. Reset it. Good, good, good. What's the length of this one again? 123 meters. Lower our scope a tad bit. Avoid it getting spotted because we are so close and water conditions are so clear here. 2 torpedoes will definitely be enough. 1 would probably be sufficient, but I'd rather be safe than sorry here. So we're looking good. Okay, up scope a bit. And this will be okay. I'll stop. And starting the timer now. I'm guessing she is not moving very quickly. I'm guessing she's moving around 5 to 6 knots. All right, 123 meters divided by however many seconds we get here. No weapons on the ship. Looks like she is unarmed. Oh boy. Up our scope a bit. Passing 30 seconds now, okay. Yeah, she is moving slow. Passing 35. Okay, stop. We'll do 38. All right, 6.4 knots. All right, start moving. Right full rudder. Okay, whip it around real quick, please, and thank you. Okay, bring up the TDC, firing bow torpedo tubes. Target speed is 6.5 knots. Angle on bow currently. Let's go 50 degrees starboard. There we go. Range the target, we'll go with 800 meters, just guessing there. And we are going to keep turning. We are firing our torpedoes at a speed of 30 knots because we are using G7A torpedoes. Perfect. That looks good to me. Now we got to turn around quickly, which should be able to do just fine. So our torpedoes don't have to work too hard here. The reason we want to be going at the target whenever we are doing our speed reading is just to avoid messing up our speed reading by the U-boats moving. So being at 0 degrees doesn't matter how fast we're going. That being said, I did come to all stop. You could all stop as well, which would make things a little easier, but it is more difficult to maintain depth at a speed of 0 knots. Okay, but we are swinging around nicely here. We can give it some time compression. And there we go. Perfect. Okay. One last thing. Let's check on our freaking torpedoes. There we go. Tubes 1 and 2 are ready. Both are T2 torpedoes. Perfect. Bring up our torpedo panel. We will flood tube 1 first. Up scope. What's our AOB currently? Much better. 75 degrees starboard. Range. Drop it down. 650 meters. Oh yeah, we are so close. There we go. We'll fire here. That looks like 345 degrees. Get rid of that. Perfect. I think we are good to go. Torpedo depth can be a little deeper. 3 meters. Should be fine. What is the draft of our friend? 8 meters. 8.9 meters, actually, so plenty of room to play with here. Let's give it a little bit of time compression. There we go. Take a look. There we go. Her bow is about to cross. I'll fire 1 torpedo at this mast and then another at the funnel here. Spread out some damage here, and that should be enough. No duds, please. All right, all of our torpedoes are still ready to rock and roll. All right, tube 1 is flooded and ready to go. Get ready to fire. Empire Soldier's the name. All right, tube 1. A few more seconds.
Los!
Flood tube 2.
Rohr 2, bewässern.
Tube 2. Flooded.
Rohr 2 fertig.
Los.
Los!
There we go, right at the funnel. 2 torpedoes away. Hopefully running hot straight normal towards the target. Looks like it's only a matter of seconds before our first torpedo hits. The moment of truth. Let's get told if it's a dud or not. Come on, give me something good here. Both torpedoes were set to. There we go. Broke her in half with 1 fish, my goodness. Perfect. Second torpedo. There we go. Impact. 2 hits. She is going down, obviously. Can hear the alarm going, and she is, wow, rapidly sinking. After 2 impacts. Brutal. Any lifeboats in the water? There's a lifeboat. I got nothing. There we go. Empire Soldier sunk. Shoot that off the BDU. Fire on board. Yeah, I think that fire is gone, though. Surprisingly, there are survivors. Let's throw them some bread and get out of here. What's this? Ships detected. No, that's just the Empire Soldier. I was worried there might be a destroyer. Okay, surface the boat. Surface quickly. Another textbook attack. All right. 559s coming to the surface. Slowly but surely. Surface. Interact with the lifeboats. Ooh, take them on board. Oh, hello. I'll take these 2 guys on board. An engineer and the captain. Confirm. Welcome aboard. All right. We'll give these guys some supply. Transfer that. You're welcome. And now we are going to get the heck out of here. continue our patrol. Travel 2,500 kilometers is almost completed, and we are going to close in on Gibraltar and see what we can stir up. The torpedo situation is pretty low. We only have 3 fish left, so we will put those to good use, I am sure. Well, folks, that is going to do it for today's episode. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you all on the next one.